Yeah, Sherman was the leader of my 12-step men's group.
Met Sherman through Celebrate Recovery.
The first recovery meeting that I attended here on a Friday night, he was leading the group that I was in, and I didn't want to be here. He was sitting directly across from me, and every time I looked up, he was just looking at me and smiling, and I'm like, oh, great.
Sherman is loving, kind, generous.
He doesn't get mad. Everything, he's calm, peaceful.
You know, he was just so open. It was like, wow, he cares, but he don't care, you know. I talk to him about anything, and I know he's not gonna say nothing, or he ain't gonna judge me. That's what I needed. That's what I think people need in life.
My first year of sobriety, he threw a party for me, you know what I mean? And no one ever does that before in my whole life. To have somebody along the way that he cares for me, you know what I mean? That made me even feel, to keep me going on my recovery. Sherman is a disciple of Jesus.
I was actually with him when the accident happened.
There was about 20 of us up camping. So I just remember here screaming, because it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere and there's no cell phone service. So these people were driving through the streets, these dirt roads, screaming. And he just comes up and he says, do you have two people out riding ATVs? And we said, yeah. And they said, he's like, one of them's hurt really bad. He said, follow me, I'll take you to where they are.
And we were on a place where we really couldn't be easily seen from the road. And I was freaking out because he was just laying there and he couldn't do anything for himself, and I couldn't do anything. And he's like, hang on, dude, I'll pray. So he was ministering to me. He was laying there on the ground. You know, with all of his hurt and pain and injuries, and he was ministering to me.
There was this girl there, 25 years old, and has spinal cord injury too. And all of a sudden, he just gets so upset, just so upset. And I said, what's the matter? He's like, I feel so sorry for her. He goes, I just want to help her so much. And I said, Sherman, I said, honey, you're in the same position she is. He goes, I know, but my heart just goes out to her.
I just think that that's what love's all about. Unconditional love or whatever, just, you know what I mean? I think that we're supposed to be there for people and love them, you know? I just sympathetic, man, when, you know, with problems and stuff, because we all have problems, you know?
I'm absolutely amazed the love that he has for Christ, knowing what he's gone through, and to see how much more he's growing, and he hasn't lost his faith. If anything, he's gained faith.
Cool thing I learned about in my life is, you know, I got a lot of problems and I'm not perfect, but God helps me with my problems that I have in my life, as long as I'm willing to step out of my selfishness and go help other people.
What I've learned from Sherman and my walk and everything we've gone through this year is to trust in God. I mean, even in the bad things, to praise him, to thank him for whatever reason you're going through, whatever you're going through. You know, just know you'll get through it.
And I know what it feels like to have pain, and I know what it feels like to have sorrow and hurt and depression and want to kill yourself. And so those aren't good things to feel. And so when you see people feel that way, I'm just there to help them, because I've been helped. I know the way out, you know? I know the man that can help us. You know, we got to get God to help us, man, and I just try to get people on board with me, man. Like, hey, let's dial him up. Let's get it going. Let's get some help, bro. Because I'm messed up too. I'm not perfect, but I'm thankful, man. I'm just really thankful for everything that God has done for me. And I still mess up, but I'm trying to learn, you know? Like they say here at Central, right? It's okay to not be okay, but you just don't want to stay that way.